What's up everybody, this is BigC90210 from teamsao.com and the No Blueprints blog. This series of videos is how to make a Terminator / Terminator 2 costume. It covers just about everything you need to know, from how to make a shotgun to how to make a minigun, and then obviously how to make a cool looking Terminator outfit, including makeup and mask and LED eye. Hope you like these videos. Please leave me a like, comment or subscribe. Cheers. First off, I'd like to say check out Martian's excellent guide on a minigun. Here it is, here's a link. So, for my minigun, I got some pipe. I got two sets of pipe. One was, I think it was 22 millimeters across and 18. And I began cutting some round discs, which you can see here, which were to make up the sections of the minigun barrel. So, I cut them all to equal length, and as you can see, I used a hole cutter to cut out the 6 sections for each barrel. Made one section slightly bigger than the other because the minigun barrel gets slightly bigger, you can see it there, as it goes further to the handle. You can see me holding it. So, for here we have 4-inch pipe, which was cut into 2 sections and then joined together with MDF. That wood, you can see there, bunging it up, was just put in place for the time being because it's where the handles are going to go. I got 2 basically Pringles tubes and fiberglass those, which you can see, and then they were fiberglass resined in order to become strong enough to be attached to the pipe. So here it is, fiberglassed, and here is, you can see where I'd made a support to attach the Pringle tube ammo holder thing to it. The hole in the Pringles tube is that I can get inside and screw comfortably through into the piece of wood from the center. Another glorious shot of a Pringles tube. And here is me cutting the circles of which the piping, which you can see there, is going to attach for the handles, as you can see. There's a handle. And there are the handles forced into the wood using UPVC plumbing pieces of kit. There you go, so you can see where the handles are attached to the Pringles tubes. There's an elongated version of the the handle. So yeah, that's roughly what it's going to look like. So now let's start working on it. So we made the handle shorter and put some rubber grommets in. And then that meant that we had a nice grippable, good looking handle that then we could then fix into place with screws. This part here was adding bearings to the sealer of the 4-inch pipe. Here you can see I've put 3 bearings in, and I'm rotating what will be the center pipe for the barrel between the bearings. This will mean that the pipe can freely rotate, well, the barrel can freely rotate, and that it won't put into the brown tubing. So what I had to do here was I had to cut a donut-shaped O-ring so that the bolts holding the things in place wouldn't catch. So, assembled, here it is assembled and glued. This is the top part of the barrel, sprayed, and as you can see it's looking rather nice. Actually I don't think this is glued at this stage, I think this is just me putting it in place and then giving it a first coat. Remember guys, thin coats, lots of thin coats is better than one thick coat. So yeah, as you can see there, adding the main section of the barrel, giving it its first light coat. And here we can see the inside of the thick part of the pipe. I put a midsection in order to support the center pipe that the barrel attaches to. Here we're creating the top brace using various hinges and right angle pieces of metal. Actually they're not hinges, they're just right angle pieces of metal, to make a Y-shaped top brace, which helps hold the thing together and generally looks cool. Got a back brace there, made out of MDF wood, and here we can see putting the pieces of wood that support the donut for the barrel together using some glue and some screws. So there we can see an upside down photo of me gluing it together. And here is the barrel finally glued and stuck together. So from here, it's just a case of working out what we're going to do with the handle. So here is a little 360 glory shot of what we've got for now. As you can see, there is just a pipe sticking through the middle, but we just need to attach that to a drill and then we should be good to go. We've got a handle and everything in place here. You can see the 4-inch pipe here has the has more bearings in the middle, so that it freely spins in the middle as well. Worth taking note, the pipe that's on the left is going to be our ammo barrel, and it's empty. Like it hasn't got the ends blocked up on it yet, because we're going to be putting an ammo belt into it shortly. So here's just what is in the middle, so you can see how it is up close. So this time we've used 4 bearings just because I had a leftover one, and because of that the pipe spins freely in the middle as well. So more glory picks. So here we have a drill. I've wedged loads of hinge things in the middle, and we're going to line it up with a piece of pipe, and that's hopefully how it should spin. I made it slightly more heavy duty for the pipe because I had a feeling that the pipe would shatter with that much torque applied at that end of the pipe. So I've got the pipe wedged into a piece of round wood and glued in place. That hook is to attach the ammo belt on the inside of the round pipe. Yeah, we can see that I've made 2 pieces of wood with some metal braces over it to hold the drill in place. Here is the ammo. I cut a hole in the side of the ammo pipe, sorry, and then I hooked the ammo belt to the inside of the pipe using that hook that I showed you before, and I held it in place with a cable tie on the inside. So here we can see another little 360 of what we have. I made a little box there of MDF to help secure the drill in place and to hide the general ugliness. It looks a bit poo now, I do confess. However, what we're going to do is we are going to get this thing painted, and it should look alright once we've painted. You can see the little bits of paint flaking off there on the piping when I've been gripping it. When I've been gripping it heavily, cause the paint to chip off. But we will be putting lots more coats of black on this. So without further ado, here's some more glory pictures of the drill area. As you can see, it just enables you to hold the drill and it not come away in your hand. There's the inside of the ammo pipe, and then blocking it up there with a piece of wood. Ready for spraying in my friend Claire's shed. Shout out to Claire. Sprayed that black, actually several coats black, and then it is good for the dry brush. A couple of poses of what it looks like just in plain black. Obviously, real miniguns aren't in black, they are metally, I would assume. So here we are doing some dry brushing on the minigun. Remember guys, the technique of dry brushing includes using quite a big brush, dabbing the tip of the brush in paint, which we're actually using an acrylic based enamels, fast dry enamels. I would normally use Games Workshop acrylics, but I think that's the only thing that I had which didn't cost a fortune. So we're using silver paint, dipping it onto the kitchen towel, which wipes off most of the paint, and then we are gently brushing it, i.e. the term dry brushing, across the top of the metal, which gives us a rather cool looking effect. So there is lots of dry brushing involved on this minigun, as you can imagine, with the whole thing being made out of metal. So it was quite important to get in between all of the barrels in order to dry brush the backs of the barrels as well. So yeah, I enlisted the help of Frenzas, so shout out to my friend Frenzas for this, because this was quite a long, painstaking process, and it was 3 in the morning. So that's the front section of the minigun dry brushed. Just have the rest of the minigun to go. As you can see from the front is done, the back isn't, and the only thing left to do was dry brush the whole thing. I added the rust effect by dry brushing using a brown colour just around where the joints and things like that would be. So as you can see, where it looks like a brown, it adds quite a nice rust style effect, but it's just the same technique, but just using a different colour. So here's some close-up shots, and I hope you have liked this video. Don't forget people, if you do like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, leave us a comment, let us know if did you like it, did you not. One thing I just noticed before there was the hook on the bottom of the Y-shaped support, which I added so that if you wanted to, you could put a shoulder strap over this, something like a guitar shoulder strap or something. But I decided not to use one in the end, but I did add the hook just in case it turned out to be too heavy. But it was fine. Here's some gratuitous shots at the end, and what a better way to end this video than a couple of videos of me demonstrating it. Yeah. One thing to note, this drill was a 12 volt drill, a local Argos. I don't know if you American guys know what Argos is, but it's just basically like a bog standard Walmart 12 volt cordless drill. The battery pack is in the handle, so you can just disconnect it, and it has more than enough battery to last a full night out clubbing dressed as Arnie, dressed as a Terminator. So, without further ado, let's move on to the actual usage of it on my costume. Here we go. As you can see, this is the full Terminator costume. Shotgun isn't in this video, but this is the full Terminator costume with the mask, the eye lit up, some extra battle damage there on the face, which is just tin foil attached to my face with blood. We've got the sunglasses there. We've got the shotgun shell bandolier, which is just a regular shotgunning bandolier with empty cartridges in, and the minigun and Skynet t-shirt, leather boots and gloves. Thank you very much.